11, prevention versus privacy. That is the issue at the heart of a new database created by the Florida Department of Education to try to stop violence in schools.
The database houses information on potentially troubled students, but some critics are raising concern about privacy and bias. CBS 4's Carrie Codd investigates.
The Parkland shooting in February 2018 led to a call for school leaders in Florida to gather more information and share more information on troubled students, like confessed Parkland shooter Nikolas Cruz. The goal, prevent another mass shooting.
If there's anything we've learned from all of these tragedies, is that when these organizations fail to communicate, bad things happen.
Ryan Petty's daughter Elena was one of the Parkland victims. Petty said one thing he's learned from serving on the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School Public Safety Commission is how many different agencies saw warning signs about Cruz, but failed to connect those dots with other agencies and organizations.
Had they all known that, had they talked about that with each other, I have to think somebody in one of those organizations would have raised their hand and said, we should do something different.
The MSD Commission wanted to do something about it. They recommended creating the Florida Schools Safety Portal to give school threat assessment teams access to layers of information on students who may be a threat to themselves or others.
It's not to push a child towards an interaction with the criminal justice system. It's really to try to figure out what's going on in that student or that child's life and try to come alongside them and help them.
Florida school leaders spoke about the safety portal at an MSD Commission meeting last year.
It is not a crystal ball. It is not meant to just spit out information about, who is going to be the next school shooter. It's not magic. It doesn't do that.
A Florida Department of Education PowerPoint illustrates how the portal works. The portal will contain information from several sources like school discipline records, Baker Act records, law enforcement records, tips from the Fortify FL reporting application, and social media information. On social media, school leaders say the program looks for certain keywords like bomb or gun and tries to isolate a specific school that might be threatened. If specific threat information is found on social media, that information is communicated to the school district in that area. But state school officials say privacy is protected and no one is monitoring students' social media accounts.
It does not store information. It does not allow users to download and save information. It does not track students.
Ryan Petty said he wants to see robust privacy protections.
Who has access to this data? Under what circumstances do they have access to this data? And what are the legal uses of that data?
Aura Tanner is a technology researcher and graduate student. She spoke at an MSD Commission meeting to bring up concerns that the information in the safety portal may be biased against minority students. She believes it's dangerous to assume that kids who've been in trouble in the past might wind up causing more trouble in the future.
You're going to wrongly flag a lot of students because someone may have been arrested when they were in 6th grade doesn't mean they're going to go on to, cause harm.
She also believes there needs to be transparency in how the data in the portal is used.
And there has to be some kind of recourse. So if my child is wrongly flagged, I don't want them to continue, being in a database or you're monitoring them.
Ryan Petty understands the concerns. He believes the safeguards are in place for the information and that the portal provides important benefits for schools and students.
We can facilitate that communication, if we can encourage that communication, we have a chance of preventing these kinds of tragedies, but the real benefit will be a better climate and culture in our schools for all of our students.
The Broward County School District says they are working to gain access to the safety portal. Miami-Dade Public Schools are further along in the process, and we're told that some of their administrators are already gaining access to the portal to use as part of the threat assessment process. In Fort Lauderdale, Carrie Codd, CBS 4 News Tonight.